for you. So it's Friday night and I'm feeling like I want a cupcake. I'm actually trying to cook a lot healthier now with the holidays coming up, because I want to try and make the sweets not as bad for you. So I'm doing recipes that have things like agave syrup and, you know, non-gluten flours in them, so I don't have to worry about being bad, because the other food I'm sure is going to be pretty bad too. You know, holiday food, it's like, take a vacation from healthy eating, because healthy eating usually doesn't taste too good. But this, I guarantee you, will taste delicious, because today's recipe is from Babycakes NYC, and it's their vanilla cupcake recipe, and it's got no eggs in it, it's totally vegan, and it's gluten-free, as is all of their recipes. I'm pretty sure are gluten-free and vegan. So let's begin. It's really simple. I'm doing mine in my KitchenAid mixer. So over here I've got the first bowl of dry ingredients, and that's 2 cups of garbanzo bean flour, aka fava bean flour, 1 cup of potato starch, a half a cup of arrowroot, and over here I have the rest of the dry ingredients, and that is 1 tablespoon plus 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder, a half a teaspoon of baking soda. Those are 2 different things, so make sure you use both of them, and 1 teaspoon of xanthan gum, and 2 teaspoons of salt. So those are all the dry ingredients. You want to put those in your mixing bowl, and then we'll come back and I'll show you the wet ingredients, and it's going to be really quick. Alright, so there it is in the mixer, and we're just going to combine the dry ingredients so that they're all sifted together. And then the first wet ingredient that we're going to add is 2/3 of a cup of coconut oil. Make sure you melt it before you measure it, otherwise it's going to be really hard to get an accurate measurement. Now here's a little tip. The agave syrup is a little bit sticky, so you don't want any of it like getting stuck on the measuring cup, because then you're not going to get an accurate measurement. If you measure out the coconut oil in this cup first and then measure out the agave syrup, it'll all slide out really easily and it won't stick, because it's got the coconut oil to help it out. Alright, so I put in 1 1/3 cups of the agave syrup, or nectar, and 3/4 of a cup of unsweetened applesauce, and now 3 tablespoons of vanilla extract. Alright, so the final ingredient was the zest of 1 lemon. I don't happen to have a lemon on hand right now, so I just put in the littlest amount of true lemonade, or true lemon, which is unsweetened lemon flavor. So I'm going to start mixing that. And I'm going to add in 1 cup of hot water. I'm going to mix that until it's well combined. Alright, so I'm going to use my dessert bar pan. They recommend that you use a cupcake tin. They also say 325 degrees for 22 minutes and turn them 180 degrees 15 minutes in. So I'm going to use it, I'm going to do it in this pan. I'm going to check them after 10 minutes and turn them around. They'll probably take a little bit less time because they're not as high as like a cupcake. So we'll see what happens at 325. Alright, in the meantime, I just so happen to have a Babycakes donut maker. I don't know if that's any relation to the bakery. Can't imagine that they didn't copyright it or trademark it, so it's possible. But I'm going to finish off the rest of the batter in the donut maker, and I'll do it in half the time. Alright, so there's my sloppy donuts from the Babycakes donut maker, which are actually cupcakes in donut shape. And yes, I've been eating the little pieces that are on the edges, and it is so delicious, I have to tell you. Here's how the cupcakes turned out. They look amazing. They went for the full 22 minutes, and I think they're going to be pretty good. I haven't tasted one of the cupcakes, but from going by this, Amazing! So now I'm making the Baby Cakes official vanilla frosting. And in the food processor here, aka my Ninja, I have 3/4 of a cup of unsweetened soy milk, 3/4 of a cup of dry soy powder, 1 tablespoon of coconut flour. Yes, and Gaston is like, all right. 1/4 cup of agave nectar, 1 tablespoon of pure vanilla extract, and 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. So I'm going to start that combining, and then I'm going to gradually add 1.5 cups of coconut oil. So this is not something that you want to do if you want to eat it right away, because this takes 6 hours to set in the refrigerator. So I'm probably not going to frost these until the next day, and I'll finish the video then, and you could see the final product. Alright, so there it is out of the blender, aka food processor, aka Ninja. And I'm going to pour it into this container and let it sit in the refrigerator for about 6 hours. Until it gets nice and firm enough, like real frosting. Alright guys, so it's the next day, and I have Kristen here to help me taste. The icing set up nicely in the refrigerator overnight. It looks like it just came out of the tub, right? Mm-hmm. And here is the finished product, the cupcakes. They've cooled overnight as well. Kristen's going to give that a taste.
Coconut?
Yes. Good? Mm-hmm. Excellent. So there you have it. It's Kristen approved. Then you know it's good. Because Kristen does not give her approval lightly.
Well, it's good, but it's not my favorite.
Okay. There you have it. Alright, so I hope you give it a shot. And until next time, much love.